Hi, Aquarius. Let's go really intuitive. We'll talk about last month's reading later. Let's just figure out what we need to know. Things have been sluggish. You don't know who's telling the truth. I got you. What's really going on? Is it true? Is it real? Is this person for real? I don't know. I'm protective of you. Perhaps a lot of you won't believe that, but it's true. Things have recently taught me how sensitive you really are. Thank you for all of you who reached out to me. Page of Pentacles. So if it's an earth sign, excuse me, I'm still under the weather. That's why your reading is so late. Page of Pentacles. So if you're dealing with an earth sign right out of the gate, if it's the same earth sign you've been dealing with, there's some moment of reckoning coming here now. Either you gotta face something about them or you have to face them. You have to face how you feel about them. Shout out all the Fenty products that I'm wearing on my face. Shout out the highlighter, the foundation, the lip gloss. Page of Wands in reverse. You've been getting a lot of mixed signals for like a long time. And I don't think it just has to do with love. I think it has to do with being acknowledged, like in terms of work and school or what you love to do or wherever you've been spending your time and your energy. This is a time of being recognized, but these mixed messages, this like disruption of communication with this earth sign now starts to go a little bit better. But first you have to address the upside down Page of Wands. What is that? What do you have to address? You have to address what happened before so you can move forward. So if you do want a future with that earth sign, I really think that you need to go back to the past a little bit, as annoying as that may be. Hold on, let me just, I don't know how many cards came out. 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands, Knight of Cups. So right away, a lot of activity, very popular, very much able to find a match somehow between these people. Although obviously I wouldn't suggest the Page of Wands just because of the way they're coming up. And I get the feeling it's a very fixed kind of energy as well. But then the 8 of Wands and the 4 of Wands, which are very, very positive. Moving quickly towards something very stable, something real. So the question becomes, which of these people are telling the truth and can you have this 4 of Wands energy with, and which of them is not? So right off the bat, I think we can eliminate the Page of Wands just because that person, anyone right now who may be in the running for your 4 of Wands, situation, anyone who you would like to see in that spot for yourself has to now, let me show you the cards, be seen through the lens of clear communication. So this card is the card of being with someone who you communicate so well with that things are just easy. It's celebratory. You have fun with the person. It's not work. It doesn't take a lot of effort. It just seems like a party. It just seems like fun hanging out all the time. So it would behoove you to look at these options through this lens and see who really fits you best in terms of this dynamic. And I think that this is what you want. I think this is what everybody wants. But I think Aquarius has been through it. And I think that you guys feel like you deserve it. And I don't think you guys get anything until you actually feel like you deserve it. I think a lot of what holds Aquarians back in terms of their luck, bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune, is that they don't feel like they deserve something until. And then that until can be, you know, until I have more education, until I've worked more, until I've earned this, until I've done that, until, and it's not done like with the persistence of like a Taurus or an earth sign, you know, just plodding away. It's not like that. It's systematic though. It is fixed energy. It is that needing to feel like you've accomplished before you can feel worthy of receiving something great. So you do feel that way. You do feel like something great should be coming into your life. You do feel entitled to this, and that's great. And, you know, bottom of the deck is saying, yes, that is what you deserve. That is what's coming in. So now you just kind of have to choose between these people. Right after this, we're going to go straight into the extended. So we'll pull cards for these guys to find out more about each one. But right off the bat, right, we're like, we've got to decide between the earth sign, the fire sign, and the water sign. So very popular, okay? And it doesn't seem stressful. It doesn't seem like it's too much. It doesn't seem like anyone is like, you know, I mean, this person is definitely playing games, but I have a feeling that that could also, the Page of Wands, can also be representative of your energy. Because I think some of you are the ones that were trying to play games and kind of got either called out on it or somehow humbled, and now your communication holds no weight. Or this Page of Pentacles has fallen in your eyes in that way, where their communication no longer holds any weight. Because you realized somehow through, I have no idea what, you know, through something, through some mixed message, some kind of, you came across something, you figured something out through communication, you heard from somebody somehow, you figured something out. And I think you're no longer auditioning this Page of Pentacles energy for your Four of Wands situation. I don't know how that communication got messed up or what it was that did it. Okay, what it was that did it was that that person was lying. Okay. The Moon also clarifying this Knight of Cups here. So if you are an Aquarius dealing with a Cancer, you know, I think it's always wise to keep in mind when you're dealing with a Cancer that their imaginations run wild, and it's very hard for them to discern the difference between their imagination and reality a lot of the time, which for an Aquarian is like torturous. So if you are dealing with a Cancer, please understand that like the Moon, they change constantly and consistently. So if you can't take constant and consistent change, which, like I said, as a fixed sign, you may not be able to, then, sorry, it froze. Through communications you found, or through something that you unearthed, or somebody told something, you know, the Moon is about things coming to light. The Moon is about a light being shown on that which is used to being in the dark. You know, once a month we get this like blast of night light, and it makes everything look different, and it changes how we see things. You know, shadows look different, everything looks different, the night looks different. the moon has the ability to show us things very clearly in a way that the sun never can. And so you're realizing, you know, with the light of this moon here, that this person just is not, or you know what? It's also seeming very much like they've realized that you're not. Like, the Page of Wands is coming across so strong to me as you guys. I know you're not a fire sign, but I feel like for a lot of you, this earth sign's kind of done with you because they feel like you lied or like you were not truthful. Either way, this situation is ending up with someone not being truthful, and either you know, whether or not you confront the person, it doesn't really, I don't think that it'll be like this like knockdown, drag out confrontation. But if this is like a boss or a teacher or something like that, it may be much more like passive aggressive. But some kind of a clash. And then the Three of Swords, the Sun, and the Two of Wands. The bottom of the deck, the Seven of Swords. So again, you know, a lot, ooh. And then underneath that, the Five of Swords. So a lot of cards of deceit, you guys. And the pain, and I'm not saying it's you guys. I'm not saying that this means that you've been deceptive. This could very easily, very, very easily just be the people who have been deceptive to you. You know, it doesn't mean that it's you, you know, but if you are the one who has been deceptive, you are now paying a heavy price for it. And I think the worst part about it is that what you had before you exhibited this moon, Seven of Swords, Five of Swords energy was wonderful. And was something that you could work towards this energy with. But for whatever reason, this person can no longer view you that way, or you can't view them that way. Are there other offers around? Yes. I'm not sure how healthy they are either. So that's really confusing, right? Because it's like, no, but I have these really good cards here. Yeah, no, and I'm not saying you don't. I'm trying to figure out where are the accompanying good cards, because the way that, I mean, the way the cards are coming up, it seems very much like these options all kind of need to go. And so perhaps the way to read it then is that these options need to go, and you center and focus on this energy of togetherness and love and celebration, and you heal from all this pain, resentment, lying to you, finding out people have been lying to you. This is a big one for you. And after, you know, these two cards together, amazing, right? It's darkest before the dawn. And after you go through that, the sun and the moon, right? After you go through that, then you can move on. So either this month leaves you choosing somebody for your situation, or realizing that none of these situations are kind of viable and they're too changeable for you and you don't trust them. To really taking the brunt karmically of what you were like, what other people were like to you, taking responsibility in a way that can be very, very painful for you. Not that you don't like to take responsibility or apologize, it's just that sometimes admitting to the stuff that we've done can be really hard for you because some of that stuff's so ugly that you wouldn't think that you'd be capable of it. And then beyond all that, a very hopeful future. But one that really does require leaving all of this energy behind. That makes sense. So pushing through this kind of nebulous, I don't know who to choose for this situation. Realizing and being honest with yourself about how people have really been. Feeling the pain, feeling the feels of all of that. And then being completely open to what comes next. And that will be so good. So, so good. Good. All right, Aquarius. My voice is held up pretty good, but it's starting to hurt, so I'm going to end this here. We're going to try to add some more dates for the Oakland event. All 3 of the dates are sold out, but I will be in San Francisco for the first 3 weeks of October, and I'll be in LA for the first week of November. If you would like a personal reading, it's highly unlikely, but please email us and we will try to figure it out. If you cannot see the extended for this or any of the other videos on the channel, please visit ambercon.com and they will be there. All right, I love you guys. I hope we can start to build this back up a little. Thank you so much for the support last month. I really appreciated it, and thank you for supporting me and being honest and not, attacking me for it. You guys are the best. I love you. See you in October.